division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
And how do you really build on setting a new NFL record last week? I'm not sure you can. What we saw out of him might go down as his single greatest performance in an NFL uniform. What he can do, and we'll try to do here, is carry that momentum from last week into this week and go get them another win.
Straight to the air is Richardson. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Texans force the turnover on the first series of this game. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock. But that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd. Especially as a quarterback, it's your job to quiet that home crowd. But an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First play, Stroud's gonna pass. Pass it down close. Touchdown, Houston. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Got him in. It's Thomas. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now a give running right. He finds space into the red zone. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 13-0 lead. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. The Colts ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And Brock, they are not up to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, and typically one will follow.
First carry here for the rookie out of Colorado. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some.
The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Colts ready for the punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll cobble together a yard there. Reward that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Stroud. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on 1st down. Oh, stiff arm. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. Juke the defender. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They send him left out of the slot. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Brought in right side. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Big gap up the middle. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up.
All right.
Running for the marker on second. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Texans take a 20-zip lead. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 21-zip already. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. And they'll get him down right along the line. So no gain is how we'll end the opening quarter. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's an early advantage for the Texans. Back to Houston in just a moment. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. His first punt went 50. This is away and looks even better. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Texans returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
On the quick, right?
From the 41. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Slot man motioned over. 1st down, Stroud. Launches one deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the 1st down as he stays in bounds.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the 1st. From the gun, Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts ready to take the field. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Short pass brought in. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. A lot of grass ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts start to fight back with their first points of this game. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Colts cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. He's got it over the middle. He's got to gain a 6 there. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he'll get it up to the 44. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That puts us at the 2-minute warning. The Texans looking down a very long field. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Why Tony? Hey, Uno Mars.
Trying again following the sack. Oh, he put everything. That's grabbed inside the 30. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans continue piling onto this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts offense set to head out. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Culp with a catch. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Let's go now.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. They'll throw again. Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Go.
Now Richardson to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Give now to the running back. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They give it to him again. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
All right.
He'll throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Back to throw it. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down. We've reached our halftime intermission with the Texans currently in front in Houston. Now, we'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Texans and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
All right.
On play action, here's Stroud. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Here we go.
carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Stroud. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
There we go. Set.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. This complete to Colt. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
All right.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll get it up to the 27. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Another carry for him. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 39. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He lays out for it and makes the catch. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans punt. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to... No change to the call on the field. So that play is going to remain a touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock. Well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
Pass is hauled in by the running back. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Asked for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And he makes the catch. Did he get both feet in? No. Oh, so... Shane Steichen definitely saw things.
Previous play is under review.
A good challenge by Shane Steichen. They were indeed correct in what they saw. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Colts cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home teams and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now we're on the counter. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun now for Stroud. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Stroud doing his best to work quickly here.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
4th and inches, but they're going to throw for it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
On the quick, right?
On 1st down, they'll run. And this one does not go far. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
All right.
Now a give on the counter. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. Escapes out to the left. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. It's a gain of 4 there. And it sets up a Houston 1st. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
Plowing up the middle. And with a nice skate, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
All right.
They'll run here from the gun. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans nearing their 6th win this season. Third and 4 coming up now.
All right.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Now it's Stroud. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Texans continue piling it on here in the 4th. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans continue adding on to that lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. First down throw here from Richardson. Shakes himself free. Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Play action with Richardson. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Texans are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So it's a win for the Texans. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long break.